Yeah, this is a separate reading. Um, it's not about consent without consent here. It's not about levels to it and consent. Somebody didn't have consent. There's people trying to use maybe even law or man's law instead of going to God or going to themselves, seeing what was wrong with what they was doing. And they could have got some conservatorship, but they knew. This is like somebody saying they beheaded you, but they couldn't. They didn't. They just moved you or they moved away. They didn't really behead you. They lied. Or somebody saying you need a conservatorship because you're mentally ill and you're not. And they had a good 30-year run off of it. It's not about consent. And dealing with other people is with their consent. Oh yeah, that empress or that emperor, yeah, we don't like that person either. They gave consent. Something about your energy or my energy is a potent energy, and there was no consent. So I don't know what that is, but I was in there doing that video, and I noticed that the battery died, and I probably did a good 5 to 10 minutes without recording. So I left the cards on the table, and we're gonna go back to it. But it was something about they're trying to like bring in this Elijah and Moses energy, but Moab has got the money. So Moab is there too. They're talking about, we think that it's the return. You can't have the return of Elijah and Moses when the Christ is here to sit. So this is why they're trying to keep somebody away from money, some type of position, stability. I think stability was the last card that we pulled at the park, because they could still use or hover over and use the energy that they've already taken from you or me, and then the pool that they've created for themselves with the finances and stuff. But we all know that in the Bible it's saying at some point in time this money is not going to matter. Okay? It's just not. So, all right. So, but I was hearing that this is Sodom and Gomorrah in Pompeii. Pompeii, it's good that that Saudi king, the richest one now, that's standing up. That's only one head because the person took out the whole family. So his head is, the crown is sensitive. But I feel like somebody could be a friend, but it ain't seeming too friendly. So I was hearing God saying, y'all just steal for God from God. You know what I'm saying? Take their motherfucking heads and bring my stuff back. Those are not mine. So, or they're not pairing with someone, or they're not pairing with me, or they have all the money and the power and they're letting people play with me, or it's something going on here, okay? Or play with us, whatever this is. All right, but this is Pompeii, and I put pompous pus. Okay, is what I heard. This could be also this group of people that's trying to make it into heaven, saying, "Oh, you know, they could have tried to get you or me sick with an STD or something that's irreversible." And when they can't do that, now they're trying to make it seem like, oh, it's not that bad to have this disease that could be spread. So remember, we read the other day that it comes to a time in society when some things are supposed to fall and they don't fall. The last thing is some kind of disease that comes and takes over. But I feel like these people had this disease and they were in the high honor positions all this time. And with those infections, they're not supposed to be in those positions because they have access to means and things like this, to have access to other people, okay, that don't have those things, and you could be infecting people because these positions that are behind society. You're supposed to have some type of tact, some type of integrity, some type of something here, some kind of discipline, control, all the things that these people don't have. So they want to blame it on food. Yes, they're doing something with the distribution centers, but they want to try to use that. But no, it's a group of people that cannot rise to the higher levels, because even if it's in the dark, because these are people that can have access to you in some strange way and pass things on to people. These are people that are in positions that could very easily take away your free will and have access to you. A holy one, somebody pure or cleansed or something like this. Instead of mingling with themselves, like if a group of people that got hairpiece get together and then they say, you know, we're going to build a group and we're going to be responsible and we're only going to deal with people that got hairpiece, you know, let's just do that. You know, these people are still having access to children and think, you know, that could be coming up with those 10 little boys, little baby boys. They could be breeding a breeding farm. And somebody could have, I was seeing like how the Pope kisses the baby. I seen it could be a fake picture of somebody kissing the phallic or something after they after they give the child the, you know, take the foreskin off. And I think it was a case a long time ago where a man could have gave the baby hairpiece by putting his mouth on his area. Okay, but there was 10 little boys that were infected or something like this. Okay, in the east of the garden with something. Okay, this could be, again, I'm hearing a sister, well, suing, maybe, okay, suing or sue, group. This is what some, instead of picking you, they picked a sister or a sister wife or something that had hairpiece and raised that person up to make sure that they could be up. So if ever I was risen to the proper power, you know, these people will already be knowing more or seeming as haughtier or higher than me, right? But they knew that they had one sister wife or something that never contracted this out of a group of women or something, and then they had the ones that did, and they lifted up somebody that did, and this person still dabbled with other people in the higher realms where people is not supposed to have to worry about those type of markers, because everybody should be cleansed up there, and who they deal with is cleansed. But somebody put that person up there, so the past 20 years or 15 years, somebody could have been serving this up to, right? Okay. These people in these higher elect groups or something like this. Okay. Now it made me think about the Rothschild energy, and they keep saying that they created Israel. I think that's a distraction or a bluff, or again, this could be somebody going against the Holy One. Maybe these are people that are also have immortality or something like this, and they knew that when the actual sun came to a certain level to know what's going on and was due, and that these people didn't give what was due, then they will be able to come for maybe the finances or the children or something of those particular people. And the elites, so-called, from what propaganda says, have been having that higher power. So you mean that something's going to be birthed on earth that's going to have that energy that's so pure that that person can surpass us, and they didn't have to do the hard work that we did, but some of you did, or I could have done that work. It's just on a level where it's of usury. And the real problem is these people wanted you to wake up and realize what had been done to you or somebody that's connected to you, closely connected, your other mate or whoever you were supposed to work with. And they wanted you to feel ruined and realize that you ain't got shit. You ain't never getting nothing again, nothing like this. And this is something that's wrong with that. It's wrong, right? So I was just coming out here cleaning up my cards from last night before we go back in and finish that video. But I was flipping through the text, and I was about to close up the Bible, and we have the parable of the net. So I was thinking, what is this trap thing that we seen here? I kept on thinking about it all day. Okay, and so maybe we'll find out what this trap is. This could also be a group of people that was like, no, we, with the Three of Cups, we didn't do nothing wrong, Master, or we wasn't doing that. And they fell into a trap and they lied about something that they were doing. And even whatever they were doing, if they were like swapping out your children to make it seem like you made a man take care of children that wasn't his, the same thing was done with these people. But they actually tried to take on they didn't know the whole story of before they met this person. How did you end up? Somebody could have even been looking at say you know that when you met your person, you already had a child. But these people, or when you got serious, or before you got married, or whatever this could be, somebody didn't know because the family looks so in sync. All right. And in somebody's case, this is trickery upon trickery. Something began with trickery. You could have had your first child and it could have been by your person, but because the person that you was mainly bound to or tied to, but because there was no marriage or something, and they was trying to make a perfect family behind the scenes, they disregarded you and took the child or something like this, and then tried to inbred that child back into the family. And then they try to act like, oh yeah, that's not the first child of those people. That's not our son's child. That's somebody else's child. But in actuality, that might be the only child. So somebody denied the child or denied something, mixed up. These are like alien people, or the people that have a higher level of our consciousness, what we will be on this earthly realm if we don't go through the waking point or the vision quest or something like this. The highest that you can see. You at that age when I was even young and I had my situation, I couldn't see that there were higher powers working on me, against me, around me. I can see it now. I couldn't see it then. So, um, that's how I'm saying somebody could have denied, but they could have also extracted that child. Because you could have been more of an earthly breed, or you would have been an earthly realm or earthly reality. And these people were in a hierarchy reality off of their connection to you. So that's like somebody, tapping into your energy, like pow. And they're like, oh my God, it's so expansive. Da 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 da. Let's strap this person down, put a chain on their leg. Even if this person floats, we're going to make it seem like it don't float. And then we're going to work around this and feed ourselves and empower ourselves off of this fruit or this whatever this is from this tree. Oh, so truth. Somebody's name is Truth. Okay. I don't know. Maybe that's your name. I don't know. Because I was hearing that some of these people in the public eye, when they had a child or something, or some of these people that we know of, they might have only had one child. That one child represents my portion. You understand? The first fruits of somebody that represents my portion. So my name is this. Stacy. You get what I'm saying? Those people don't exist. Okay? I heard that in the UK they're having a problem with like asset laundering. I never heard it said like that or spoken like that. But all the problems and all it's by the family that was trying to take the power from the one person and for the daughter. So this could be your in-laws, a daughter of God or something, because there's daughters of God too. And then there is the one daughter that everybody is lying to and saying that there's peace or whatever when it's really war. Just like there's chosen ones and then there's the chosen one. Do you get what I'm saying? So something like this here. So we got the explanation of the parable of the weeds. Let's see. Explain us the weeds in the field. So these could be field Negroes or field people. Mexicans in this day and age. Okay. So we got the Ten of Pentacles here. And then we got some people working with the underworld against this person that's in this kingdom or in a situation. They could have put you in a mental facility, in a prison, and then they start working with people in the underworld to do something. But now this could have been to strip your power or strip their power. Let's see. Or whatever this is why their power is stripped. Hold on. Those who put somebody in prison shall go into prison. Now, you might not have never been yourself under your so-called social, in a prison, but they could have put a prison cell around you. And then some of you do have a version of you that spent time in some facility. And this is also why you outside of that, in your so-called reality, may feel bogged down or trapped or like walls are around you. Yeah, there's a tower coming because Ten of Swords, they didn't really kill somebody or like they thought that they did. And if they did, this is the awakening or the rising or the coming back through of that energy. So they didn't kill a Christ, they killed Jesus. When Christ comes to sit and rule, these people, this is immunity here. Whatever these people trying to do behind the scenes in these courts or whatever this is just not going to work. Especially if they're working with the dead. And since you was working with the dead, you could stay with the dead, and you're going to have a dead head. Right? Unless these people are the dead that's supposed to be getting risen up by Christ. Or these could be dead that's risen up by Lazarus. I don't know. Nine of Swords energy in reverse. Aquarius energy in reverse. So I was hearing the child of the wicked one. Nine of Swords. Because I heard we got Tar energy in reverse. This is not a Targaryen or something like this. Also, you know, I don't know what these people have done. It says he. Somebody is not a he. Somebody is a she. And they're not a Targaryen. Targaryens could also be something to do with Islam or like a darker, some people that operate in the dark. I'm noticing that also the Five of Swords is up here at the top, or yeah, I think that's the Five of Swords and on the wall. Because somebody thought they wasn't gonna be burdened by something, and somebody like not so fast. This could even be somebody that was putting emphasis on you, your fidelity, infidelity, something that they knew they manipulated. If these people in vitroed you and took out your real seed to make it seem like you didn't share seed with this person, the same thing could have been done with them. So I was hearing Carlson. So somebody named Carlson, okay? Somebody named Carlson could be erased or out of something. I don't know why, okay? And then also Carlson. So if somebody was taken out of their reality and put in a flip mode of like they went around, killing zombies or working on something or killing off people or working with different groups and creeds to manip- manipulate something or power or something. Um, like that's why you could feel departed. It wasn't dearly, but some type of way manipulated or departed, manipulating a departing of something. Um, when they were in that ramp, like I told you, I feel like they cloned my masculine or something like this, or took one of these masculines and they sent it off with a cousin of mine. Somebody could be finding out this person had leeway because somebody thought that this child was theirs or something. And somebody was so busy trying to prove something about you, but me or you as an empress or a higher power, other people have control over what's going on with your womb. These people, they don't waste time doing that with a high priestess or something, but this could be the curse of somebody for playing with an empress. Like it didn't happen right then, you didn't get the boot right then or something, but eventually something comes back. But nobody should have been playing around in this energy. This person didn't have the right to, and something could be coming, and something could be coming up here. So it's making me think about like Carl and Rick and them and the girl, Lori or whatever. Because remember we keep getting somebody named Lauren, Lori, Low, something like this. Um, and remember, Rick was crazy about Lori. Then she died, and then they went on the road, and he didn't really, we didn't really see any kind of, I don't remember any real love stories until at the weigh-in he started to deal with Michonne. But I'm also getting the beginning to the end. Somebody's looking for somebody that looks the part, or that was doing something, or they could relate to, or they trauma bonded to because of what they went through. But in the beginning, you see Lori dead, okay, all right, and then at the end, the sense of a woman that's standing next to Rick or been there the whole time still with him, right? Fighting. Those are the top fighters in the show, right? And what I was thinking is like that's like somebody looking at me thinking that they killed me or they killed me as a young person, and then now I'm here still though for real, okay? And it's almost like now I'm in that energy where my sword is out, Queen of Swords energy. Somebody was thinking to detach and look for that somewhere else with something that they trauma bond with, but it's still the same energy, Alpha and Omega. Somebody just had to fight a battle. And you could kind of look at it like this, because Rick was a protector, but like this could be somebody that's thinking like, damn, well, if that's the reality, then bitch, you neck and neck, or you above me in slaying motherfuckers. Like, what? How you even still alive? And I think somebody, whoever this is, they don't like to be neck and neck with a feminine energy. They like to look down on women, or they in a group or a sector that does this. Or they don't, these are also foreign energies that want to look down on man because they want to be the man. The women that's come in here and solidify themselves as higher than the indigenous, native, autochthonous, or peoples, or older people, or the ancient people. They not respecting their elders. Because you think you coming in here making some new laws or something like this, and we gonna just follow them, and we can't even see what the fuck you talk about. And you want to be the man, and you want to come in here, and I don't know what military or what army they have coming in with them, But like that's easy. But like I said, as the autochthonous one, being someone who stems from probably the oldest, you see what I'm saying? You got the people in between that came and helped defeat your ancestors, so on and so. The savages, helped delete a certain group. The natives, the indigenous, the people that came over here with naturalized citizenship. I did a video on naturalization a long time ago. Everybody, the Irish helped take out some of the tribes or whatever, so they can get land patents and such. So it goes that way. You know what I'm saying? It goes that way. A new group comes in that's manipulated to go against these people that's here already. We're gonna pay you, whatever like this, or you're gonna get a treatment, or you're gonna get something special, do so whatever. So the longest running affliction has been those so-called white people that had that privilege, or were supposed to be, even if they were brown like me. This is about a certain group of people that stem or originate. This could be even older than Clovis people. They don't want to talk about that, but this could be something like that. So there's really no way of, with the beginning, having where we are now, saying, oh, well, we're not, when there's people that still stem from those lineages, we'll call it a lineage, not a family or nothing like that, a lineage of people, because we could have been scattered, dispersed, moved, identities changed and shit throughout the whole test of time. It's about that Gnostic energy or those American gods or whatever the fuck that is. Of course, some of us might be the same color as them today. Some of us may not be. I think that the way they made it was to identify us easily was, that's why they're also doing stuff to like make some of us darker. But copper comes in many, you could tell the difference between like black, gray skin tones and copper color. Copper can get pretty dark. You look at a penny, they got the shiny pennies where the shit is just blinging in the sunlight. And then you got dirty pennies with copper that's old, that's really dull. And, you have different tones of that in between as the copper color races. Right? But eventually it doesn't really, it might be easy to identify if some of us still have that skin tone, but it doesn't make that's what you are. You get what I'm saying? Because again, you have the other level of us waking up in some levels of consciousness at a certain rate. Some people are like, oh, Africa, Africa, and kissing Africa's ass. And some of us like America, motherfucker, I don't know what you're talking about. So it's not that alone. It's assessing the person or the people in general here. I'm looking at it like this. All right, so we got something being uncovered here. Just like I said, if they have clones of me, this don't matter. I could look at them people and I could change, fluctuate, with my makeup and things like this or whatever like this. Or like I told you, who's ever is in power in the background, that kind of shows me who was in power. When I look back at these images, there could have been another reason. But also I do believe, so that these inheritance didn't get to me, these people got smart and they was crafting up or trying to make something in the test tube so they can bring this into their family, and that just is the bank of that family. Everybody can use that person for money, but the real person that's the horn that's rising up, which would be me with the consciousness that God chose, not who the people chose and put with their families, okay, that look like me or something. Like I told you, the old picture of me looking like Barry White and them, but if that's the one that they killed, that's it. You don't get no more unless they hiding this person and they're still shuffling all my money over into this person. But we talking about some kind of like the resonance or the consciousness in these particular things and who's speaking something in the public, right? Not in a dark hole in some secret room or something. Who is that you looking at as God must have chose this motherfucker, because ain't nobody sitting here saying all that and they still alive, or they still doing this or something like this. Ain't no way I did that to that person, they still alive. I put that poison in their food or whatever. So these people are trying to choose the little pebble or the rock that the people chose. They're not picking up the stone or the larger, whatever, the mountain or whatever this is that God chose. All right. So we could be looking at something like that. All right. But again, somebody could be even thinking that they was going to have you, a righteous one, or me in this energy of a 9 of swords. But I feel like, the writings on the wall that, nah, that ain't happening. Be careful who you saying is about to be in this 9 of swords here. All right. This could be something that's coming to fruition here. All right. And then we have, okay, explain to us the parable of the weeds in the field. So these are people that could be working in the field and they was mad because you or I seem to have a lifestyle where you was, having barbecues on the weekend with your family, You know, you go to functions, weddings and stuff, or you have them yourself, or you're having birthday parties and you get to sit at home and maybe go shopping on the weekend and buy a new dress or something. And, you know, you're making good meals and stuff. And, you know, there's not that much fighting in the household. And, you know, the family looks like an all-American family a little bit, even if it's from the outside. And these people were out there working with a father or a feather or a group of people or an organization or with themselves or whatever. They were working in the field building something. But it doesn't matter if I was out of the loop of what, if I'm supposed to be the rising king or queen, and what these people was doing for the last 30 years didn't include me. Even if they was using it with my resources and my powers and my capability by saying that I can't. I'm not filled in on what these people was doing. So why should I be the one to die from the father's sin when somebody took all these orphans or all these other children in, or these misfits or these different people in, maybe even shared my energy with them to build a militia? Do you understand? And these people were going out taking things, and if they're not bringing anything back from me within 30 years, nigga, you wasn't bringing it back. You were building a whole new kingdom. So I'm not one of them bitches where you like, oh, just hold on right here. I didn't give consent to anything. So what do you mean? I'm just realizing what the fuck y'all must have been doing. So why should I die from you stealing from me? Even if you got something over there like me going to court, you got something over there like me checking balances and get it. No. Y'all got a different agenda here. You're not thinking about the land. Whatever you're doing is foreign. That's foreign even when it comes to relationships. Because who's doing that, saying you working together with somebody and the person is not nowhere near aware of what you're doing? So even this makes me think about the royal coat of arms with the young lion that's at the top on the pedestal. All right? Somebody could have came through, serenaded you. We see you up there. And then they started thinking, I'm going to get your ass down from there, bitch. I'm about to be up there. But you see the other lion is on the ground with the grasses. The unicorn, supposed to be wisdom, is tied and chained to the ground and got a chain around his neck, and it's in the grasses too. So this is like a young lion up here. They can't jump down. It's too high to jump down. The damn thing gonna die. That's like a bird waiting in the nest for the dad to come back and feed it the chewed up worms, and it never come back. The fucking birds is gonna die. You know what I'm saying? They grow real fast. I've watched some in this little nest, how fast they grow. But like on day one, when they hatch, if that mama bird leave and die, the bird's gonna, more than likely, they're gonna die because every couple hours or something they have to eat. And that's, by the time another bird even find it, if another bird would even feed them, the nest or whatever, it will probably be too late because they got to eat like every 2 hours or every, like this. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's concern. Because imagine if you picked up on the energy like, oh, child, where you at? In the Bible, when that little boy say, or that little girl or the kid say, here I am. Nobody saying here I am because nobody came back around to say, hey, where you at? So now you got to do something on your own. You got to start thinking on your own or something like this. You got to feed yourself on your own. Feed your mind, body, soul, spirit, maybe even sexually, because somebody is not there to bring you mates or bring you, because I think in somebody's cases, you thought you was just picking people you want to sleep with. These people were being sent in, or they were paying to come into the Truman Show, or paying to come into the Westworld to have access to you, or me, or whatever. That's what I'm saying. And now whatever this is that they created, they got it up top, can't stay there. How we know this ain't what Hitler had to be struck with that long ago? Actually, these are poisoning and killing society from the top, calling themselves gods. What do you do? Kicking the real gods, making them look dirty like paupers stuck in pits, disheveled, homeless, walking around with no clothes, dirty, stinky. All right, not being able to take care of themselves or something like this. All right, making them sick, poisoning them or something like this. Okay, something like this. So if you think about this, it's not even a cry for anything. It's just setting the record straight. That's what I feel like I would like to do on this channel, is just set the record straight. Meanwhile, they're hiding. So they raced to the top and kept you low, or kept me low, or tried to, because thinking that this is a destination instead of a way of being, right? Because they are Sodom. What did I put? So damned. Okay, and game more. So these people playing games. Okay, somebody's name could be game. Have games in their something here, like in their handle online. I also just was hearing before I brought my cards in here. They were drinking and eating and being that thing, because one of these Marys is not how they was talking about Mary Magdalene or the other excuse excuse me, or the other Mary. They're gonna make it like about whoring and cover up the infidelities one, and you know, and then publicize something of the other. But this don't even have really nothing to do with that either. It has something to do with skinwalkers. Some they have allowed themselves to get killed and let this thing, with their consent, take over. Now we play with this shit in movies and stuff like this. Like that little meme I used to see. Now when you gonna let me take over? And she's like, now or whatever. And she puts her hands inside of hands with that thing and it takes over. So, you know, somebody could be waiting for you to agree to something like that. All you gotta do is say yes, energy. But these people don't know no better either. Like they feel like they hired, these are stars thinking they haughtier than the sons of God or God itself. That's a problem. That's a problem, man. With whatever these people have built, maybe even over the past 36 years. We got this younger Queen of Wands energy in reverse here. Somebody could also be sick or something. And then we got the black cat. Somebody could have made you, took a younger girl. You could be a Queen of Wands. They took you and turned you to a black cat, right? And and then of this little girl, but the little girl is in reverse. Also, I was hearing that they were gravitating towards children. Like in my day and age, I said this why. Okay, the most rebellious kids that I knew in my life when I was growing up was my cousin Niecy, my friend Candy, and my boyfriend. The way they talk to the way Candy and like my best friend and my boyfriend talk to their parents, I was amazed to be in a real setting with a motherfucker that could talk to their parents like that. Okay, so people could have talked about me cussing and stuff around my friend. I feel like that's what somebody's trying to say. That's why we didn't give it to you in the first place. But these people are cussing and cussing out their parents, right? I'm like, well, whoa, okay. And then my cousin, she used to do reckless stuff like stealing her parents' cars and stuff. I was like, what the fuck? I don't know how. My dad didn't really spank me or nothing that much, but it was just shit that I just wouldn't think of doing. All right, I don't know why. I just didn't think of doing those things. And I feel like they were picking these particular reckless children. And now it's like somebody has to, now somebody's paying. I don't know, y'all. These could either be people that's scared of what they created with these other people. They took people's advice here. I was going to make another point about this, but I totally forgot. Maybe it'll come back to me. So when I'm seeing this, they could have picked these people for a certain reason. I was going to make another point, and I totally forgot. Oh, so maybe somebody's not looking at your child as that rebellious or something. I don't know what this is here. Still asking mom and dad what you can do or something, and somebody could be testing a child right now. Something that wants somebody to run away or with a person or something like this. I don't know. But there's emphasis being put on this black cat in reverse. Oh, these people don't want to hear something. Okay? Now, these people might not have been bucking at me. I've seen them get loose with motherfuckers. I ain't never seen them get loose with me. But now because they feel like I can't see, somebody keeps saying, you can't see me. So if they think I can't see them, maybe they're willing to try to weaken me, make my neck hurt or something like this, and then, try to buck at me now. Right? Because I'm aware that people may be trying to do something weird. It's not going to stop me from doing what I have to do. Go get food or whatever like this or whatever like this. But you don't need to be worried about inviting me to no parties or nothing, motherfucker. With my neck like this, I can barely turn around and move. So, like, you're not about to, bitch. If you really bought it like that, you wouldn't have to fuck with me before we have to battle. You know what I'm saying? What you doing? You get what I'm saying? I don't know. Eight of Pentacles. Excuse me. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody could have been making money off of your naked images or something like this. All right. So I feel like these are the type of energies or presence that's here now. These could be forever youngers. Even if they had a forever younger of me, I probably would have still been boring. So they could have kind of killed me or something or get me out the way if they had a forever young version like them with them. The voice of reason. hmm. Mm. So they could have looked for another fire sign, is what I'm hearing, even back in the day. Even though people will tell you you ain't seen a motherfucker get mad until you seen Shalonda get mad, but mostly I'm not running into things in my face that's doing that. So I really don't get that mad about nothing because it's not, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody trying to make somebody docile too. But it's the end of these group of people here. Yeah, a fire sign could be walking away from a situation. They go off of rage and stuff like this. And they do competitions or something like this. Oh, that's what I was going to say about the Mary Magdalene or the Mary energy. And they said that maybe one of these Marys was like a prostitute or something like this. But this could be a skinwalker or some other entity like this. That would, like a Delilah or some Delia from the originals or something like this. Okay? They know a trick or two. All right? That could feel very powerful. All right? But we got these Four of Wands energies. The underworld helped these people maybe get rid of this masculine that was defending someone. Okay? And they could have got rid of this person. And so that all these women in the underworld or these harlots or something could get this money. Also trying to make it, if this man is dead, they're trying to run a course against me. The last living testament or the wife or something. Why I shouldn't get something and why the whores or the harlots should get something. Yeah, hangman energy. Somebody could be even hostage or they were. They want us to know how they passed away. But we got the hangman in reverse. This person may not get a tower. These people could have, we got Anns or Andes. These could be this money energy. These could be these women that was working with another man or something like this. They left. Because this man looked like some little, he don't look like too much of a threat. This also giving me Rick at first, when the first episode, okay? When he was standing out there in the city or whatever. Okay, I think. And the girl was in that tank or whatever. It's like, and come over here. You get what I'm saying? So somebody didn't get a tower here. Now, we could be talking about past, present, or future. That's up to you to decide or see why it even matters. So remember, they said it was like at least 2, maybe 3 Marys around Jesus. Miriam. All right? This person could have been taken hostage by these people and made to do something. Or I told y'all, somebody passed away a long time ago, but these people kept the semen to war up against the feminine energy, the son of God or the daughter of God or whatever this is, or the mate of this person. Also, we got this Hilton energy or a Hote recorded. A hotel, something here, Hilton, the name. Somebody could have took over that and that locked these people in for something for good. All right. So, yeah. It makes you wonder. Yeah, look. Oh, look. Tay is right there. AT&T or Tay. Is in reverse here. Okay, let's see. Aphasia. But see, I told you these are more salamander groups. Boars. These are, somebody let these groups run rapid just to smite God. Like, slight or smite. I think we were getting that in that reading in the house. Um, and now, yeah, temperance. Everything is off balance because of it. Something dark beneath a hotel or something could be exposed. But this is the underworld that was doing this. Maybe these people also, we got 20-fold, 30-fold or something. This could be what people seen coming. Who's going to get them the most money, trafficking their own people or something, and then blaming it on these other people. So answering him, he said, he who sows good seed is the good seed. Okay? Or wait, let's see, is the Son of Man. Let's see. Because these people was taking the seed from the good ones and acting like it was theirs. Yeah, Empress in reverse. It's not this young Empress here. Or whoever this is. Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. Queen of Swords, all eternal in reverse. This is somebody that wants me to give up on God. This somebody want to be God. This is who this is that's playing God and somebody. And then we got the Christ coming in the clouds on the low. Somebody, something is about to happen here. This person also found out that they was holding this young person hostage or something, or this is the forever young version of somebody. They turned somebody, like a female that didn't like you, that wanted your spot, turned you into a pimp. So we can't forget that these people is trafficking and kidnapping. Like, there's no law of statutation on that. Motherfucker. Let's realize what was going on here. And we got this smoky person, the Knight of Pentacles energy in reverse. Why? Maybe this is who's back there with these people. Okay? Because I remember when my person stopped smoking cigarettes, they could have took him back then, and this could be who this is here. When we moved to North Chicago for that little bit of time, they could have trafficked him or kidnapped him. Because that's when he stopped smoking cigarettes. When I was pregnant with my twins, 9/11. Around 9/11, September, August, September, sometime like this. So maybe, again, maybe this is talking about the person stopped smoking, but they could have been taken or taken into this underworld of whatever this is, possibly. All right? From this, being in the lovers with somebody. From being in the lovers with somebody. And then we have the Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords is the reason why somebody's saying that this is the future or the horizon. This is the reason why you ain't having shit. Period. I told you all this already. They get low. Christ is, this avenging energy is going to get lower. But I feel like somebody could be crying because they know that the forever young version of me is gone. All right, and this all eternal or this candy factory, chocolate factory energy has something to do with this. We got 13. Somebody come in 13 or 14. They could have kept somebody for a year. You could have died having childbirth. I had a complications birthing my first child because my waist, I got a big belly, but my hips are narrow, and I had a problem. They had to get the vacuum in there to get my first baby out. And imagine if this was my more narrow or my thinner self when I was like a size 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, juniors. If they took the real meat into the underworld to birth this child because these aliens found out that it was really of the person, because me and my person was still dealing with each other a little bit, then I could have died there or something like this. I don't know. Or stayed there and they could have just been trying to make somebody have more babies. I don't think it's that Mama Africa person with the 44 children. I don't think that that's who that is. I think that they're trying to play games. That's still Mommy Wata Gale energy mixed with the Queen for real. That's not my, It also made me think about this younger version here. This is not the reason why something here. Or they got what they needed from the nutrition or the nourishment from this person. Because it made me think about before I was sexually active, kissing and stuff like this. And, it was a little bit of, come here, you a thought. There was a little bit of action of like somebody could have been, sucking on somebody's boobs. But I was listening to this storyline about an African person that offered a woman something that if he could just suck on her breast. And when, or the man, it's some kind of way that it happened, okay? But after the boy or the girl sucked on a breast or something, they became very abundant. Like money starts shooting out this person's mouth and nose, out their ass. Like, so it could be some kind of something about somebody that nurtured these people. I mean, these could be industry people that took this person on. Or again, we got the wheat in reverse. This could be like the higher ups in the family that offered somebody up as a sacrifice, to bless them and these people that they were sitting in around somebody when they got your energy. I wonder what happened to this person. Or this could be somebody all together right now, but they're like, that's not the Empress. What are y'all talking about? This is not the fucking Empress. That's something else. Like they're trying to do this shit over again. Okay. Also, a King of Pentacles in the upright. There's something about darkness, about what he do with his sexual energy that they trying to keep in the dark. All right. I don't know. Maybe this is what happened to this person here. You got the black bull. Remember the black bull in the reading in the house? All right. And then we got I think could be a half of an emperor. No. Is that the King of Pentacles? What is this, y'all? I think that's behind the King of Pentacles or the town or whatever. In the town. Behind the King of Pentacles or something like this. Or the Emperor. No, it's not the Emperor. He's in Clefts of Rock. The Cleft of the Rock. I think that's the King of Pentacles. That's sitting there and the little town is behind them. All right. And then we have the black bull is coming for this person. Or this person is the black bull. Maybe this is somebody that penetrates women to get their energy and then turn them in reverse. But then they go on like this big powerhouse because this man he look like he don't mess around. Look like, I'm just seeing like one of those, not the Great Gatsby era, but some, like like a dark, back in the day when you have movies with a detective or like an old pimp or something like, all right, all right, Reba, I've told you already, get your ass out of my face and like smack somebody. Like it looked like he don't play around. All right, Miriam, I've told you before. Stop acting like this and fidgeting around and doing this thing. Like this is like, God damn it. This is like, I told you before, I love you and that's it. And don't ask me no more. Like with a cigarette in his hand. You know what I'm saying? This is all right, Deborah. This motherfucker look like he don't play, is what I'm saying. Okay? So, I don't know. Also, we got our Queen of Pentacles in reverse, too. But why? Okay? Why? I'm being told to be, like, really chill. Okay? Because really is some shit going on. All right? I feel like somebody's giving you the idea of something, but is that what the fuck going on? I don't know. So, let's just keep on moving. Okay? Yeah, because look, Queen of Cups, somebody is playing this person. Somebody's sending somebody out there under mind control to do this person, all they had to do was come towards you for real. But this person is manipulating this person or telling somebody, oh, whatever it takes. And this person's going to be smiling because they're dirtying this person up with crime or something. I don't know. Maybe somebody's asking you, what do you think? And this Queen of Cups, she's losing a little bit of, this Mommy Watson energy is losing a little bit of power here. I tell you, this is like a Gail, Mommy Watson, candy, like something is not right about this energy. Because I feel like the person got this person in trouble for what happened to this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Or that put this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, but it was this person. And this person could say, no, you did that. I'm going to tell that you did that. And that person, no, you better go take care of that person. To try to get this person to go after this person here. This is the mastermind here. Look, this person has emasculated many men already, cut off many penises, or this is something about Inanna or in the name of something here. And she's also of the waters here. Or like she's saying she is, but her support is the greens. This is whoever just said, ooh, this feels so good. Ooh, this feels so good. But they concerned now. Something, I can feel concern in the person. Like, ooh, bitch, this feels so good. I took your ass down or something. Yeah. Right. Somebody could also be like a femme fatale energy. But see, it's your energy or my energy that she's serving up to people. Let me serve you up. You can have it all. This person is doing something to lure people in with this little girl or with your energy and then doing something to these people. But I don't know if this person trying to act like they're your friend or something, and it's just weird. Uh-uh. So we seeing it again. We were just reading how somebody who sows good seed is the son of man. Is it really? Or is they taking this from something else? Something is about to change here, the way that the dynamic is here. Because if America is producing, if our stock is something like grapes or something like this, why would you have another country coming here and be the middleman and they're flourishing and real Americans, everyday Americans are dealing with inflation and all this other bullshit? And something ain't right. And other nations are going, so the money is going somewhere. It's not coming back to America. So you could look at it, or you could look at the president and them talk about it, and then you could listen to what the fuck I'm saying. All right? Because if I was in that setting, I would be able to maybe use those words and explain it to you. But then that wouldn't work then, huh? Because we'd be exposing what's really going on, right? Okay, so, you know, we just going to do it like this. That don't make no sense. These people don't know nothing about business, or they selling it to you, and people, we just that slow that we ain't understanding what's going on. Okay, I'm seeing what I'm saying. All right. So I'm not really seeing what these people is doing. I'm just saying. And then you think about it. And then you do greater things with it. That means a newscaster is supposed to say, damn, there is something that happened over there and whatever. Let me look at that storyline. Yeah, we is finding out that there's something. What the media is showing us is this, but there's this and that was going on too. It's a deeper realization of something to get a pin or a kingpin or somebody knocked out of the way. But if you're not going to do that, then I don't know what your problem is. You don't want something fixed or something like this. We also have the world card in reverse. I'm telling you, this person is making people sick or something. This person should be in jail or something for making somebody sick. Or this person is not the world card energy. All right? Or they're saying something like, ooh, people seeing this person do this to somebody or something like this. Somebody doesn't want to birth anything. This could be also you, because I was getting this face, just the face. See how this is? You know, I'm just sipping my tea and just like, it feels good. Every once in a while throughout the day, I'm getting a real good feeling. All right? So this could be also representing this as well here. Remember earlier the lake mermaid and the ocean mermaid? This could be realizing that can't nobody fuck with somebody here. Let's single this out and say another scenario. This just look like somebody that don't want to birth nothing with these people. You're not seeing this man that's special no more, and you looking at another man that can carry the load, and somebody could be getting sick by that. You don't mind standing up under this man a little bit. This man could have had a choice between the younger version of you and this version of you. Okay, with this, how this is showing here. This is a second scenario, guys. Because maybe it was just what's between this person's leg. But this person like, wait, something between this person's legs and this person got this closed up tight. And the person with the brains, like, what the fuck? Like, so I don't know. He could have turned down this could be somebody that was hanging out with a younger version and investing in that for a long time. And then they're looking at this version of somebody in this day and age right now. And they're like, I could really fuck with that. I think I'm ready to like chill a little bit. That could be it too. Right? And either you about to turn down this person, or you already looking at somebody that's around you like, no, that's not working. Okay, this is not fucking working. Ain't nothing. But I'm telling you right now, some of you could be in relationships or situationships or living conditions or something that you can't help. And these people trying to make you feel bad. And you better just be the one to make that motherfucking decision. And don't let nobody else make it for you. All right? Because I'm telling you, There's a heavy presence of people wanting somebody to be afraid to be intimate with a particular. You only know about your situation. A particular individual, that person could be in your presence or their energy could be there for a little bit. Somebody knows that if you be with this person, it's going to break the spell. Because remember, we had a love spell is being put on somebody. A world card energy is being seen differently, or somebody is being changed out. Okay. Okay. Somebody else also, they don't want nobody knowing what they're doing. Ain't nobody business or something. Your ass probably don't even know. But then what you doing? Because I don't like the fact that this person is doing like that. We don't know who this is. Okay? Huh. Somebody could also be getting smarter too. They're not listening to some gang or something. Right? Ooh, don't go over there. That And somebody like, wait. I don't like it. And what did I just say? Look, there go the Punjab person right here. Trying to hold on to these gifts. And look, I'm telling you, we got two scenarios. Is this the Queen of Cups, that Mommy Watson energy that think they getting away with all this shit? Or is this the innocent one that do have whatever it takes, but this person is so afraid to, you know, join with you or something like this that they found that I've identified you like this is her. This is the bitch I gotta take down. Like I already took down, boom, boom, boom. This is the one. Like hitman energy, like for real. These are birch trees or white trees. These could be also the white trees that don't want to bow down to this person. This white person. Or the Caucasian trees that don't want to bow down to this person. Or these are falsified white people talking about they pure-blooded, they stem from pure-blooded Indians and they don't. These are the people that's up there in this orange energy, that's up there with their trashy DNA trying to run something from the top. And somebody saying, girl, you ain't the only way. Oh, it is the only way. I didn't say I am. It, whatever this is we talking about, is the only way. It ain't going to be your way. You don't have no standing here. And again, here we go with the strength card here. In reverse, in the fight, they think they're about to lead out the last of a group that they can't kill or something. And I feel like, no, if they try to give these women, these particular women right now, these rights, what's wrong with the women's rights that we already had since back in the 70s or something like this, or the 50s or whatever this is? What new ones do you need? So Mexico can move here and the gotaways can start a government or a program and start casting out and using ICE to, because ICE wasn't getting rid of them and doing what we said. So is this so that ICE can be backfired and used to send away Americans? That decided to deny a Messiah energy? And we got down under. Aboriginal. Somebody can have Aboriginal in their, this could be somebody from the indigenous community that got Aboriginal. I kept hearing bee, something. Bee, like honeybee or something like this. Somebody with this, excuse me. They could have knocked things down to Aboriginal, but again, ab means removed. So I don't know who this is that's right here. Okay, I'm getting like Crocodile Dundee kind of fucking energy. Matter of fact, this man kind of looked like Crocodile Dundee. I used to watch that movie. Yeah, and this looked like somebody that person would date. Also, these people, two people could have really nice bodies. Like in the gym. You know what I'm saying? This could be, I was getting Libra. I don't know why. All right, 9 of Cups. Also, somebody is hiding who they used to drink with, or that they gay, that they like women. All right? But they know how to make a man feel like a man. All right? And somebody's also hiding, I don't know, some other cups down here to make this person's energy seem more than what it is. Nine of Cups, that's like some kind of, yeah, it's like a dictator, excuse me, kind of energy with a man. But this person could have like access to the baddest bitches here, the 9 baddest bitches under their belts, to deal with these energies and then give this energy off to this man to make the man feel like he's the most high. This give me madman energy mixed with also somebody could be dealing with like a more madman advertisement, nice suit, good cologne, straight back, serious, like this King of Pentacles, I think that was in the like all about business. You see him when you can, and then you got this dirty boy, you know what I'm saying, or dirty South. Can y'all really feel me? East Coast, feel me, boy. I've been watching you like a hawk in the. Alright, so this could be, and you are my prey. For I promise you, if you keep open some, I know that one of these days, we gon' hook it up, probably talk on the phone. Okay? I've been holding back this secret from you. I probably shouldn't trust you if you can't tell nobody. I'm talking about nobody. I'm not just anybody. Girl, oh God. Somebody was doing something sneaky. Okay? Somebody done did it. Somebody said they sorry. No, somebody done did it. Somebody done did it, y'all. Okay? We got N and S. Okay, somebody could be more Hollywood here. All right? Yeah. I'm even seeing this phone that she got on this thing. I just seen a phone, like an old, like 1990s, like industrial telephone at the thrift store. So, and then I also seen this tie. I was looking through skirts or something, and I seen these ties or whatever. I'm like, why the hell are some ties over here? So I just seen this at the thrift store. All right. Somebody could have a new chair, a new chairman. I was hearing that some chairs, or the board, get them off the board or the end of a certain, excuse me, board of directors or something. All right. But again, somebody is not well. Temperance is in reverse. These two people was just trained by the devil and sent out to do or something, recruit. Something's off balance here. These two people was being used in this manner. Traffic. They can go out and gather something or some shit like this. I don't know what this is. These are two women. This Strength card in reverse and this 9 of Cups. Yeah, I don't know why this man is looking like the devil. This old man. It's like this person want their son to be with somebody that has a certain look. Whoever this is. This like the devil right here. He old though. And then we got these two. Now, I don't know if this is a battle between, if somebody trying to say they're a Libra too, or you a Libra too, who is in more charge? They could have been working with this person at the office. Secretary energy. And then here's somebody right here that they tried, this is America or the Strength card, but they got this person in reverse saying it's not America. But I feel like it's just to put this person and make her feel like she's higher than somebody. Okay, and this is about to lead to a dead body. All right, 10 of Swords. We still not getting, I mean, maybe y'all got it because I'm just the messenger in this portion. All right. It says the field is the world. So that's what I'm saying, like, working in the field, or where was you at when he asked Satan, going up and down in the earth, humping on the earth? This could also be coal miners or coal energy. All right. Or going up on top of somebody's head. Shit. The hot coals is like abuse in the Bible when they send the hot coals towards somebody. But again, we got the King of Cups here. Somebody's still standing here. Why are we saying the field is the world? And then here's this energy, the good seed, the son of the kingdom, the weeds and the son of the weeds, the son of the wicked one. So these could be people that smoke weed, or like I told you, I'm still hearing about the like the army, man. I seen a sign today that was like, we bring them closer or something. When something is at a distance, we bring it closer. So I don't know, y'all. And I'm also getting like aliens are added to this. Like they have power now or something. And the aliens are not supposed to have no power here unless they bow down to the king. Especially a king of cups in the reverse. I mean, in the upright. That might be why this is going to be an ending for this queen of cups. This could be somebody that had something to do with castrating somebody, cutting them off, making it seem like this ain't the king of kings. Somebody was doing something to cut you off from a group of people so they can be the one to go to. I don't know. This also could be somebody that has something to do with some kind of poisoning. Like I told y'all, there could be secret passages in like these presidential suites. Somebody could have came up through one of these secret passages or something and did some shit like this behind a picture. Something. Like somebody's doing something here. All right? Also, they uprooted this history, 6 years old, 6 of cups, of two people like this Melvin boy and me. Okay, this could be me and this Melvin boy, or me and somebody else. Annalisa, I don't know why I'm thinking about this, but 2 people, or me and this Martha. If this was this Candy Martha, or this was from their clan or something, that I knew this little girl when I was 6 and we was out there making that food together, I might not have known that this was a boy. You understand? By the time 10 years, 12, 13 years pass, no, 8 years, probably about 8 years pass, we teenagers now, and we moved to the other side of town. These people already moved up there and set up shop. So when I come, they can embrace me by stalking me or whatever as this world card energy. But that child mother had to move out the way because I would have started seeing that this was a boy. This could be this 6-9 energy, this Takashi energy. All right, it could very well much be Knight of Wands in reverse. And it's like somebody's like, why are you doing this to your friends? But it's not like we got foe or something, or somebody trying to switch sides with the agenda. Everything is already, something is laid already. And I feel like this is this energy with this Parham clan is something here. There's a debate here amongst these different groups that grew up around me for whatever reason. Bay energy. I don't know if somebody's trying to go back and dig this shit out. So none of these people exist by the time until you met them. I don't know. Somebody was doing something like that. Yeah, the high priest is here. Just 21 energy. This is a part of this. Somebody don't want your life to have started until you met these people. This could be also somebody made favor. The dad favored, if their dad took these people in the underworld and worked with them to be above me, like his girlfriend's children. This is like somebody take to show them the ropes or escape the matrix or something, but they left their own child as a sacrifice. All right? Something like that. But again, temperance, somebody is not right in the head or something. This is China as well. Or this father could have been taken by China, the brains. Somebody seeing something that this person did that makes this person mentally ill. And this is the real choice here. 2 of Swords, God, but God. Even if this person can't see something, they could have seen this Libra unique tarot watching me on that computer about 4 or 5 years ago, and could have seen this LaRasha watching me on the computer. Why were they doing that? I have no idea. Obviously, people was waiting to see how the son would or the daughter would reply or respond to this type of, watching or something like this. That's what I'm thinking. And the enemy who sold them is the devil, but the harvest is the end of the world. Okay, so this could be the end of the rest of the world or the end of the world card. So this is where we're at. It's making me think that this is my harvest. These people haven't given it to me. You can't give it to all these other hoes. You can't give it to nothing. The only way I'm walking out as the world card energy is the shit is complete. You see what I'm saying? Or it's going to be the end of the rest of the world. Okay, if you think I'm walking up out this bitch without what is due. So the harvest is like me getting everything that was put that I couldn't see or whatever this is. This being the end of the world card. That's why we kept on getting that card. The I'm coming out part. The I'm coming out card. I want the world to know. Now they could have had this aphasia energy or somebody else in this energy here. But at the time we was getting heavy. When she pulled off line, we was getting heavy that somebody was comparing my energy to that person's energy. Now, if I'm thinking about this, and I feel like this person kept coming in and out like with little, encouragement. Just like keep going. All right, but it's like how you in the spot where I know the fuck I'm supposed to be, but it maybe wasn't time for me to be there. That's why you don't got to get all upset about the shit. We just putting something together right now. Because these people could have got caught in the trap. I don't know. Or this person actually was the person that could have took that spot. Legit. Like, nobody's supposed to take it, but if you got a prick at the top that think that they in charge of everything, they don't have to follow the rules or something like this. Or they try to be funny to you or stiff towards you or try to be some kind of way. I guess that's how you could get this outcome. Remember I kept on saying I ain't even supposed to be talking to y'all, but I'm supposed to be building something right now. With my fucking money. But it's like somebody want to take you on a run again, and this time they want you to live a hard knock life for us. Instead of treated, we get tricked. Living in an orphanage. Right? Okay? So no, we're not doing that. This could be this, so I had to let the song cry. So this could be, I'm telling you with this J energy, sometimes somebody trying to protect something, it's just not going to work. Yeah. I'm telling you, somebody going to have to walk away. The red man energy with death. They trying to get somebody back up here. This is something new for these people. All right? We got S-er. Okay? This emperor could have said, take S or get the fuck out. Or I could give you Nelly. I mean, I ain't giving you Nelly, motherfucker, but you could have Sealy. You can have Sealy. And this person ain't having, if they talking about me in any place, you ain't gonna have no place up in this motherfucker anyway. Because a leap of faith is about to cause death to somebody. Or it did to these people here. Oh. All right. And the reapers and the angels. Okay. So this could be somebody else too. Okay. This could be this J energy or this Moriah energy. Miriam, Moriah, Mayweather, like something. Miriam, Mary even maybe. Or a man could be on earth and they thought that somebody was more better than you. This could be a man-made world card energy as well. That's in reverse here. All right. This could be a man-made world card energy. Or this could be somebody that was very dear to me. And I'm looking at this motherfucker like, hold on, is you a traitor? Oh, I'm looking at you different. Like, that's what you on? Like, you saying some little slick shit lately. Because we see in the Three of Pentacles that these people try to sneak up on somebody and do something. Well, somebody ain't got nothing to worry about. I don't know which one it is out of what we just said. And if the angels and the reapers don't like the God's world, okay, and these people have been doing something, reaping, and these angels, these fallen angels, these angels were doing something, or they hate the sun, this might be the end of them here. All right? Therefore, just as the weeds gathered up and burned with fire, This could be people like, you know how back in the day people used to get together like 20 people like smoking blunts. Okay. Um, this could be also talking about something like that police station. Okay, hold on. Let me get these cards out real quick. Yeah, round and round. Somebody trying to get somebody to, yeah, go round and round with a situation. It just can't keep on. Yeah, they can't attack somebody. Somebody's not having reckless love and reckless sex. They actually thinking straight. Maybe this was what they, or just hanging out with any old body. That's reckless sex or sexual immorality or Jezebel spirit is just making deals with anybody. Oh, we made a deal with China. We made a deal with Russia yesterday. We signed this. We signed that. We signed that. You a Jezebel. In the first 100 days, you a Jezebel. You gave it out all in the first 100 days. Motherfucker, somebody crazy? Somebody crazy as hell. Yeah, and look what we got right here and here. She ain't even supposed to be in here, the Empress. A work affair. Somebody did not have a work affair. Okay, with this Bagram energy, that's probably what they was trying to do. But how you gonna send somebody in that belonged to somebody already, or they promised to each other, and then say that it was some kind of work affair? Okay, what is this? What is this? Because the only reason I was never connected to these people, the only reason why we was connected is you opened up the Bagram thing, the B gram, the Bruton gram, trying to play around. You did it. Somebody don't want you to turn your back on the situation. A divine feminine could be in reverse. A demon woman. Don't turn your back. I could see something now. Somebody want to be married, or they trying to claim you married to them now or something. Like this could be somebody clout chasing. Or they saying that you are. Right? But the harvest, okay, that harvest or whatever. Now it says just as the weeds are gathered up burning with fire, so will it be at the end of the world. So somebody could be meeting back up with some kind of, kicking it parties and stuff like this. Because somebody was like, oh, I'm riding clean now. But I feel like somebody been smoking weed for like 30 fucking years. Ain't nothing wrong with it, shit. If that's what you do, I ain't got no qualm with it. But this could be people that like, somebody needed you to be in a certain place at a certain time, back kicking it with these same people. They could have thought that they was going to redo this without you, but you wasn't there, or they kidnapped you, or they took something like you and started doing that. All right? This could also be something burning, like as the day, like you would have had to be in your free will around fucking around with these people. Swapping spit and slob and semen and sauce. And somebody said leave you out of this, and they didn't notice that this is the end of whatever the fuck they was creating. Excuse me. So somebody could be trying to have you sick, or have you disgusting looking, or like have you, or somebody trying to get up on you in your own crib or something like this. I don't know, y'all. Man will send forth his angels, and they will gather out his kingdom all scandals and those who work in iniquity, and cast them into the furnace of the fire. Therefore they will be weeping and gnashing their teeth. Somebody's name is Nash. All right. I don't know what this is. So we got goodbye. So since you're not being reckless with sex or something, or somebody couldn't give you something, I don't know, they could be saying goodbye. Say goodbye. What's a man to do when my heart can't take no more? But these people ain't realizing that you're not even talking to them. They can't get that communication back. I miss you. Okay. Or, oh, someone tell me put it right there. And the secret's out about who the King of Cups is, for real. And somebody trying to manipulate it, but I don't know why. Girl, look at this. The spiritual card is stuck to my skin. Okay, I don't know what this is. Chaos. Okay. Spiritual awakening, downward spiral. Ego death. Somebody is finding out who something is or what something is. Oh my goodness. They will gather out his kingdom, okay, all these things, and cast out into the furnace, okay, where they will be weeping and gnashing of teeth, smiling. I'm getting like Jekyll and Hyde, or Laugh Now, Cry Later, like The Mask, okay, also The Mask, like with Jim Carrey. Also, somebody doesn't have the license to carry. All right. Also, we have Goo. Somebody named Goo. Okay. Is up there, and then somebody else is not being shady that's beneath this person. We got DB. Okay. D-Boy. I don't know. Maybe somebody's nickname is that. All right. The just will shine forth like the sun in the kingdom, okay, of their father. So we don't know who their father is. Okay. He who has an ear, let him hear. All right. So let's see who these people's father was. And let's see about the secret of who is the sun energy. Because some people could have went forth or something like this. All right. We got the but God energy, the two of swords at the top of the deck. And then we got Christ coming in the clouds with blood and whatever dropping on his clothes, okay? Or hers, whatever this is. All right? And somebody's lying. So we said we're going to see who is the son. Somebody's lying still, trying to use this King of Cups as if it's another King of Cups here. All right? As if this is the person. But people is realizing, look, somebody ain't somebody's kid or son. We got but God, you can see now. World card energy, Queen of Wands. Somebody in love with somebody or they still care about somebody. You ain't stressed or whatever like these people is. All right? And then we got the Empress. All right? And whoever this other person is that's saying that they the King of Cups, they not. This person is behind this Empress in reverse. The real Empress is the fucking King of Cups. All right? And I feel like somebody thought this was a good idea here. Or this was in the past. Yeah, the Ace of Cups too. This is in the past here, I feel, though. And instead of taking you into the night, the person took this friend or something like this. I don't know. They could have even lied on you because, I don't know. So there's always a deeper agenda. Somebody's lying about whoever this is. It's really this Empress energy here that nobody has been protecting and hasn't gotten any financial aid or any other kind of aid whatsoever because of this Queen of Swords in reverse. That could be one of Moses' children or something like this. I don't know. This person could be going into a union with this person now. The person could be leaving me and going towards this person, or they was always working with this person in the background. But this person about to get taken out. Both of these people about to get taken out. They think they slick, manipulating a situation or something. These people also, somebody is not able to bear children. They know that this person can't bear children, but is going to tell the truth about where they got these children from. And this 9 of Cups energy is about to, and this magician possibly is about to see a 10 of fucking swords. For taking this money and doing whatever this is. And also using a woman that can't produce seed at all. But they came up with an idea where they can steal it from people. And then take this crappy seed and try to place it as some kind of kingdom. And it's all, these people is sick. This is a Baphomet energy. So something else has to be restored. If somebody is barely hanging on here, but you can't end this person here. And they don't have to have a 2 of Cups with these people. They don't have to invite these people back in or nothing. You was not married to this person, but somebody could have said that you was. We got a King of Wands. This could be like a father figure and an uncle that's in reverse with these family members. In reverse with this spouse. In reverse. All these people is in, well, yeah, he was in reverse too. But we'll just say he not, because I don't know how the hell that happened. It flipped over in the upright. Because somebody is shifty here. Somebody could be 2-faced it or 3-faced it. But all these people is losing power. This is what's being unveiled here. Because they're not the Most High, not even all together. And they were the ones that blocked somebody and tried to starve somebody. And breadcrumbs. All right. This is what they did. To the Ace of Cups. Hierophant energy. Somebody lied to some people. And now some people about to be going to jail right where they at. They don't need to wait until they get home or nothing like this. It's going to be like right where they at. Or this is what happened here. Hold on one second, y'all. It's hot out here.